Okay.
Okay, sir. Sure.
So hi, how are you?
Good. Okay, good evening, ma'am.
Okay, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. What about you?
Yeah, I'm as Fidel. Okay, so may I know something about you?
Yeah, sure, because we are meeting for the first time. So it would be better if we know each other. Okay, so thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I'm Vaibhav Dwivedi. I'm from UP. And in UP, I'm currently staying in Lucknow, capital of UP. Here I'm working in a hostel as a hostel warden. And talking about my educational qualification, I have done MCOM in 2020. And I love music. I love singing and interacting with people, playing harmonium. Yeah, that's all about me. Let me include one more thing. That is my YouTube channel. I created it 3.5 months back. That is going somewhere well. And I do not pay attention too much on my YouTube channel nowadays. That's why it is not giving me outcome as I expected.
Don't have any topic. So actually, how about if we play role play?
Yeah, fantastic.
Because in like no in videos, most of the time like, hi, how are you? When have you started your journey? How can we improve our vocabulary?
That's right.
Same question.
That's why. That's why I asked, do you have any topic for today's discussion? Yeah. So my motto was this.
Okay. Okay, the situation is like no, you are a what do you have told me that you work in hostel.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay,
I'm
so
hostel warden.
yeah, so you hostel warden. So like no, any that any person, any parents can come to your hostels, and he wants that he or she wants that their children like no, she wants a perfect room for his children, for his child.
Hmm. So, okay, I have to tell them the features and the things about my hostel. Okay, so I have to consider you as a parent of the students. Okay, okay. So, firstly, now you are coming in a hostel, so I would say according to the time. In Hindi, we say namaste, and according to the time, we say good morning, good afternoon. You know, it's quite common. So, suppose this time you are coming here, so I would say, good evening, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming here. So, how can I help you? Please go
Okay,
ahead.
so actually, yeah, actually, I want a best room for my key for my child. So can you give me like no? Can you give me some kind of tips or how much do I have to pay and then like no and extra features everything?
Yeah, sure, definitely, ma'am. So, thank you so much for coming and visiting my hostel. Actually, I have 27 rooms in my entire hostel, and there is 3 floors in this hostel: ground floor, and then second floor, and the third floor. And features of, I would say that area of my rooms are not very big because here the limitation of student is only one or two, not more than that. So if you want to admit your children in this hostel in ground floor, so it's easy. So it's easy to come and go and visit the hostel. But for that, it's an advantage of it to come here and go from here there, and you want to go anywhere. So it's okay. But if you want to have food, then you will have to go on top floor. So for that, if you take that room on the top floor, on the third floor, so it would be better option for you. So now it's totally up to you. And talking about the features which I provide in my hostel, so food and room, water, electricity 24 hours. And in college days, you won't find any kind of electricity. If electricity is gone, then it is gone. So that for that time, for that specific time at 4:30, you will have to bear, I think, but that time you will have power backup of inverter. After that, we provide generator facility. Means now electricity of Bijli, what is that? And second thing is inverter, then after generator. So you will not face means your student, your child will not face any kind of difficulties while living here and reading and doing anything. So these kind
So
of
it told me
facilities
one
are here.
thing that I would like to know that do you think that there is any separate room for the junior and senior? Because like no, when any child come to hostel and they get admission, new admission, So senior student, they like no, they always try to pull
They're late.
down, pull them down.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So because
I
I don't
think.
want this
Mhm.
kind of issue, I don't want this kind of issue because you know I heard a lots of incidents regarding that hostels and the way senior students treat junior students is really not good. That's the reason so many students they like no committed to suicide.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I think your child, your that a student will not face any kind of problems. Yes, actually, I have not separated all the flows of first year, second year, and third year. But what I do is after admitting your child in this hostel, I always take care of him because this is boys' hostel. So actually, what I do, if anyone is doing mischievous thing, any senior of second year or third year, so firstly that person can come to me and tell me that these kind of activities is being done by other person, other students, other seniors. Then I will go and take action because no any kind of cheating and those kind of things, ragging, is not allowed in my hostel. So your child would be 100% safe here.
Same.
One second, ma'am. One
Is
second,
it
ma'am. One second. Sorry, ma'am.
okay?
Someone
No
was
issue.
knocking my door.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, so
So
yeah, so these kind of things I say, okay. Do you have any other question, ma'am?
okay, so I believe you and I trust you. That's why I decided to I decided to like no get admission my son in your school in your hostel. But still, I am, as you know, that I am a mother. I am little bit scared also, and I heard lots of like no. Last year also I watched some kind of news. Okay, so that's why I'm little bit scared. But apart from this, can you tell me that like no how much do I have to pay monthly
Mhm.
and what kind of foods you will provide your hostels like no your teams will provide them students.
Hmm. Right, right. Sure, sure. Good question, ma'am. Actually, I provide food 4 times. Talking about the food, then after that, I will tell you the rent and money which you have to pay for that. So, firstly, talking about the food, so there are various kind of foods available here. So, 4 times we provide food. In the morning, 8 to 9. I provide that breakfast, and in the noontime, 12 to 1:30, I provide that lunch, and then snacks at 5 to 6. And in the night, 8 to 9, 8 to 9:30, I provide dinner. So
Okay,
there
so
are a
in
lot of
breakfast what do you provide?
in breakfast, usually paratha and puri sabzi, these kind of things I provide. Basically, in the morning time, what students do, this is the only name of breakfast. But when they take it, so they take it thoroughly, like food. So there is no limitation in like breakfast. Means you have to take only two puri, two parathas, or three, four. You can take as much as you can. Yeah, this is the thing. And talking about the rent, so very cheap. Very cheap, we can say only you have to pay here 6,000 rupees per month. And yeah, in those 6,000 rupees,
Can you imagine 6,000 rupees? It's cheap.
per month. Per Yes, it's cheap, ma'am. What do you think
But
about
the
it?
room is not big. But the room where they stay, the room is not big, and in that room, in one room, like no, two, three students stay.
Not two, not three, ma'am. Only two, maximum two. Means areas, I can tell you area. There are 3 rooms. Those who are very, I can say, not a sufficient amount of space available in those rooms. So there I take stay students only. They live there only single students. Any other room is not that much short, as I told you already. So I think 6,000, according to me, is cheap. So because I provide in 6,000 food and electricity. water, Wi-Fi, many things. And what is that? Geyser in winters, all the
Everything
things I
in winter
provide.
season.
Yeah, that's why. Yes, ma'am, in winter season. So I provide these sort of things. That's why I pay that money. And they are paying me for that. And there are some staffs and electricity
So
bills, so many things
when
are
then
included
suppose
here.
when school when like no college is off day off, at that time like no when they for 1 month or 2 months, especially during the puja season, okay, Durga Puja season, so they come to he come to my house. So at that time, do I
Mhm.
have to pay?
Yes. Actually, you have to pay, I'm telling you, you have to pay for 10 months, not more than that. 2 months, you don't have to pay for 2 months in June and July. I
Okay,
don't take that money. Yes.
only
But in
okay, only I have to pay 10 months. Like no,
10 months. Yes,
10 months.
exactly. May
Okay,
60 and 60, 61,000, 61,000 rupees for entire year.
for
It's somewhat
for,
cheap.
for 10 months. Okay, yeah. I think that everything these days everything is very expensive. But I
Also
want
is
to
not.
know that from you, the senior student never like no pull them down, because
Mhm.
my son is very like no he is a very I can say the very quiet and very understanding, and he is not a gregarious person. He is my like no
Mhm.
one he is a single child. Okay, so
Mhm.
I pampered a lot, and I've always
Mhm.
tried to protect him from some kind of from negative people.
Mhm.
So that's why
So
I'm saying it.
you
I
find
think
that
you can
company.
understand. You have a lots
Yes,
of
yes.
experience regarding it.
Exactly, exactly. I think you shouldn't be worried about those kind of things, negativity and bad companies, this or that. And even I can tell you one thing that I do not mention, even my owner have not said. Yeah, he has not said that you have to provide this thing, but I provide from my side. If your son is interested in speaking English, so I would provide him my company. So I will talk to him half an hour every day. That's promise from my side. It is personal. So personally, I will provide him. And usually I say these
Okay,
things
no, actually,
to
yeah,
my
okay,
students.
thank you. Okay, thank you so much for saying it. But he is good. He is good at speaking English. He is good at like
Speaking.
no, yeah, speaking English. So if you wanna do something for him, then actually these days are very difficult to get job. After completing, I can say this after completing studies, most of the people they are like no they are at home, they don't because they don't get good job. So and you live in like no this is a I can say that this is urban area, and lots of company are available here. So if you have any connection, if you know someone, so can you help him after completing his study?
Yeah, exactly. Good question, man. I think after completing his study, he will not need any kind of help from people like me because I'm only working on my communication skills. Whatever I have done, I left that, and even I don't have anything to. I think
I'm not saying that if you
it would
know
be
that any
better
kind
off.
of persons, like no, you can see that in that area where you are working in this hostel, like no, for 10 or 12 years. So you have a lots of
Hmm.
experience. That's why you know the everything in surrounded people, companies. You know everything. So that's why I'm saying it. And I have noticed that like no, in the left side of this hostel, there is a one big company that is like no steel industry. So if you can do something for him,
Yeah.
so it would
Right.
be
You are
better.
right. Right. Right.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
not
If
forcing
you're
you.
yeah, I can help. Yeah, definitely I can help. Actually, the owner of that steel company is my known, so he knows me very well. If your son wants to work there as a manager, so for that there are some things, some means he has to clear interview those things. But after, I think, giving my reference, it would be better or it would be quite easy for him to get a job there. Yeah, I can help. But one thing is there, ma'am. So there, all the lot of parents and students visit in this hostel. if they all say the same thing that I want to become manager in the same company, so I don't think that I will be able to
Yes,
provide that same job.
yes, yes, yes.
So there is a criteria. There is a criteria. So he has to complete that. If that is okay, then it is fine. But I think that my reference will definitely work. My reference will definitely work, but it's totally up to your child. If he is interested, then things will be okay. There are other companies as well, not only beside this hostel. I think there is no need to stay here and after that you're reading here, studying here, living here, and after that working beside. There is, I think, no need to do this thing. If you are getting your son is getting job here, very close to this hostel, then it is fine. If he is not getting, then I can give reference on another companies. I think there are a lot of students, a lot of parents of the students. They come here, and some of them are businessman,
I request
entrepreneur.
you.
So I can definitely help. Yeah, I can definitely help. I think, but it's totally up to your child in
Okay,
which
yeah,
in which field he wants to go. Yeah,
okay.
that's from my side.
So yeah, and okay, so definitely I wanna enroll my son and in your hostel because the way you provide facilities, everything, and you are really I can say that like no, you what I'm saying that I don't have that word. You are a very good person, so definitely you will help him. So just because of your words, I I'm totally rely on you.
Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you so
so
much,
it
ma'am.
okay. Then I'm go. Okay, so it was nice conversation with you, and it's already 18
Well,
minutes has
right.
that's done.
Let me appreciate you, ma'am. Okay, that's good. Actually, it was a great session with you. Let me appreciate you. And you created a lot of good questions. Even I have not been asked now since ever since I'm working here. I've been working here, so I have not asked. No one asked me these kind of questions. First time I was talking about these questions. Oh, great questions
Actually,
from
I'm
your
also
end.
like I'm also
Appreciate.
creating that. What kind of question should I ask you?
Right, right.
Because
But
that's the
good
same
questions.
kind of question. Actually, sometimes
Hmm.
no, we do something that out of our box because the same kind of question we're asking that. So it's automatically set in our mind. But here I can facing some kind of problem also that no, what kind of question should I ask you, and that my
Same
structure
here while giving answer. Right. While giving answer, I was facing a lot of struggle. Exactly. Because first time I was talking about that, and nowadays I do not talk much. Why I do not it,
but
I
you
don't
speak
know.
well. No, you speak well.
But I am not
Really?
satisfied, ma'am.
No,
Really, I am
no,
not
no. I
satisfied
don't
with
know.
my
Even that
communication.
you did better than me.
No,
Whereas,
no,
whereas,
no.
no, no, honestly speaking, which is true and true for me that I appreciate it the way you express, the way you like no exaggerate your thought. You speak a lot than me
Thank you,
because I
ma'am.
just I'm thinking continuously think what kind of question should I say, and I don't have any idea regarding college or in regarding hostel. So
Hmm. Okay, now okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for appreciating me, praising me. Let me tell you, actually, first time I was facing any parents. Okay, so usually I do not do that because I shifted here only 6 to 7 months back, and when I shifted here and started working here, that time this hostel was full. So that time I had not to struggle and I had not to talk to anybody that I will provide these kind of facility. Yeah, in between, some people come here, so we talk in usually in Hindi language, and their parents they do not come. Only students they come here, and I say them all the things. Usually these kind of things all the hostel provide. I think there I have not said anything special in the conversation, or I provide, and even something. All the things were I think quite usual,
okay,
but
so
still we managed this
yeah,
conversation
so
very
I'm
well.
gonna stop recording. I'm gonna stop recording and you will start, okay? Because you will
Okay.
second, okay, second one you will upload. So we